she rose up and she came to almost poking my eye, and she was like, "You're going to keep quiet," in Swahili. "You're going to keep quiet or you think I want you." Like, unadhania mimi nakutaka ama umeacha na bwana yako? Oh, Jehovah. So I'm like, oh God, what did I get myself into? Because no one else is speaking, and she's like, she wants to come on me and beat me. And she came, held my hand like this, and she told me, "Why are you abusing me?" in Swahili. "Unanitukana kwa nini?" And I'm like, "I did not abuse you, I just told you the truth." Ukweli gani? It's like I sent an SOS message to God at that point. He saw my heart was beating, so because I was like, God. Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Winnie Wendy. And you might be wondering what's an SOS, or if you know it, you have clicked the video because you want to know what I'll be talking about in this video. But I just want to share my experience that I've encountered this morning. The day is 28th of November, and I feel like I would not want to forget this day. So I'm also creating this video as a day that I will remember how God has rescued me and what transpired. So I hope you'll be inspired also to speak up your mind and do not let people step all over you because they feel that they can, or they're in the place that they feel you can do nothing about it. So I'll be sharing this with you guys, and I hope somebody out there will also feel encouraged. Yeah. So guys, as you can see, maybe you see my eyes are watery and something like that. It's because I was I was emotional for a while. Then I got into worship, and that thing has just gotten off of me. I felt emotional. Okay, let me now share what was going on. Be all ears. So this is what happened. I was on my way to work, like I do every day, and I got into this vehicle, and the driver just decided he doesn't want to carry us or maybe drive. So me and the woman who we were sitting next to, we got off. And when we got off, we stood there waiting for another vehicle, and this driver decided now he can now leave. So he left us there, and we were wondering, why couldn't you have just said you are going to take off in the next 5 minutes, rather than we are asking you when are you leaving and you're not answering. So that was my first encounter. So this morning was like kind of chaotic. It's like some things were not going right today. Then the next thing, we waited with this woman whom we were with. I don't know even her name. And this vehicle comes, the public van comes, and we get in, and everything is okay. But this woman, the conductor was a woman, and the man was a driver. So she asks us to pay the bus fare, and I'm like, in my heart, I'm like, why are you asking me to pay? And we have not even left like for 2 minutes. We've not even been driven for 2 minutes, and I felt it was suspicious. And this woman who was seated next to decides to go ahead and pay, but I was still reluctant. And I was thinking in my mind, why is she telling me to pay this money right now? And we've not even gotten to half of our distance. But I held my phone. I tried to key in the number that was just ahead of me, and somebody told me delete that number. I deleted it, and she kept pressing me, have you paid, and I was like, okay, let me just pay you, because now you're getting on my nerves. It's not like I'm not going to pay you. So I decided to pay. And when we got to the junction where I go to the direction where my workplace is, this person, the driver, continues to proceed ahead on the highway. And then at this point, we have already had another passenger who got in, a guy. He got in, and they were negotiating on the price, and he paid 30 bob also before time. So when we went to a direction that I was like, why are you going this way? This is not the way to work, and normally we don't go through this way. And she was like, we nyamaza, like just telling me, just keep quiet. Kwani see, as long as you're going to your workplace or you're going to reach your destination. And I was like, wow. So this is why you are pressing me to pay money such that you're going to take this route so that I cannot go off of the car. And when we stopped, there's this bypass, no, the footbridge where people just used to cross the highway. This guy was like, I'm getting late, I've paid you my money, give me back my money. And this lady was like, why are you asking me for money from the place I've picked you from up to here? That is, I cannot give you back your money. And I was like, you've not even driven for 10 minutes and you're here saying that you're not going to give him back his money. So I was also, now they got on my nerves because I was feeling I'm getting late. You guys, you're taking another route and you're going to stay here for like another 10 minutes. So I started asking the driver, why are you guys lying? Why you guys just taking us to a direction that we did not know, and you did not tell us you're going to this route? I just thought the driver could explain to me, we are coming this way because maybe there are more passengers that would come into the car. But this driver goes on and says, you're unanishautia, like you're shouting at me. And I told him, I was just asking you a question because it's not the route that I used going to work. And the driver, we started having like an altercation because he doesn't want to admit he's wrong and he doesn't want to explain to me. And I think these people, they do this so many times to passengers. And I started talking. So the woman sitting next to me, I thought she would speak up because this other woman who is the conductor, she's now with the guy out there, and the guy is like, give me back my money, I need to go back and take another van. And she says, I'm not going to give you back my money, your money, you have sent it via M-Pesa, like we cannot give you back your cash. And I was like, wow, so this is why you guys were telling us to pay your money back. You're taking up our time and you cannot even refund it. And I felt that was a violation of the rights of a passenger. And that is when all hell broke loose. I'm telling you guys, because for me, I believe in speaking up. I believe if something is not going right, kill me when I'm speaking the truth and speaking what is right for me. And I started telling the driver, you guys do not respect your passengers. You do not respect their rights. We have also rights. As the way you have a right to drive us, and we cannot come here and start telling you, I don't know what. I also have a right to say, this is not what I wanted and I need you to refund me back my money. And the driver was like, you're shouting at us, you get, now he became the victim. He started being the victim of this whole situation. And now other people are coming in, and now everything was like, I felt nobody was backing me up because the guy is outside there. The woman who we came with and we had gone through the situation with, she's just quiet. And I'm like, she's older than me and she could have spoken up for us, because me and the guy, we are like in Gen Z, and she's she's like my mom, I would say that. She's just quiet and she's just looking at things. And I'm like, you should speak up. And other people came in, and there was like around 6 men that came into the car. And the other guy who was demanding his money to be refunded, they are having an altercation. The other guys who are at the stage point, who bring in passengers, they're like, where you get out of the way, you're going to be beaten here. You get, like, now they're becoming arrogant, they're becoming violent. And this woman is like, and she was like, she's bringing up this thing, like, I am a woman, what can you do to me as a man? And this man was like, I'm going to hit you. And I was like, so many times women, we push men to even attack us, because this guy was just innocently asking for like 30 shillings. Give me back my money so that I can go and have another car because I'm getting late. You get? And these other men were like, you're just bringing issues on the job. You know we are going to do our job and you're not going to stop us. And I was like, oh God. And I'm also talking here and I'm like, you are violating his rights. You should give him back his money. And this woman, now after people, like, the car was full, she got in. And the guy was hanging on the car. Like, the guy was demanding for money. And I felt so bad because she pushed him off the car, almost falling. I don't even know if he fell, but she pushed him and the car was moving. I just felt like, oh God, because of that bob, 30 shillings, you're pushing this guy. So I was like, you are a woman who is like a sister to that guy and you're pushing him because of 30 shillings. So I started complaining and I was like, you do not respect passengers' rights and you are not going to continue doing this to passengers. And the people in the van were like listening to what I was saying. So this woman now decided to be like violent on me. She rose up and she came to almost poking my eye and she was like, you're going to keep quiet, in Swahili, you're going to keep quiet or you think I want you, like unadhania mimi nakutaka ama umeacha na bwana yako. Oh Jehovah. So I'm like, oh God, what did I get myself into? Because no one else is speaking and she's like, she wants to come on me and beat me. And let me tell you, when God says that there is an army rising up for you, there will be an army rising up for you. You are not defenseless. You are not alone. You are not alone. It's like I sent an SOS message to God at that point. He saw my heart was beating so because I was like, God, this woman is going to beat me. And she was like this huge woman and she looks like she's aggressive, she's arrogant. And the men in that car who had just gotten in, they felt like they had her the way she was speaking to me. And I was like telling her, respect passengers. You cannot just be speaking to us like that. And if you are not sure of which route you are going to, please just refund the money. You cannot kill somebody because of that people. You get? So the men, we are now moving and the driver is just driving. And people were shouting in the car. The men now started hitting the car like this. Let us get off. You cannot speak to that lady like that. She is your fellow woman and you're speaking to her like that. You are abusing her. And now she turned the story. So I could see fear now in her eyes because she was the one who was shouting in the whole van, speaking arrogantly and rudely. She kept quiet. So the men were like, a van of 14 people. They're like, we are getting off. Let us get off. So the moment we got now to the route which I used to go to work, we got off. The men got off, all of us. Like she lost 14 passengers in the morning because of just being rude, because of 130 shillings that we had paid, the three of us, because the other guys did not pay before they moved on with their journey. So the guys were like, we are moving out. You cannot be speaking to us like that. And then there's this guy whom we got off with, and he was like, that is so right. If you do not speak today, tomorrow will be you. If you do not speak up for yourself today, tomorrow it can be you. And there will be no one to speak up for you. And that hit me so hard. Like, because there was this now chaos. People were lighting the car, and there's this police woman who was now approaching to our car. She came asking what is going on, and now this woman she's not letting me go. She's like, you have messed me up, and I'm going to mess you up right now in this morning. And she came, held my hand like this, and she told me, why are you abusing me in Swahili? Unanitukana kwa nini? And I'm like, I did not abuse you, I just told you the truth. Ukweli gani? And these other men were like, hell no. You are the one who was abusing this girl, and you cannot come out here to now change the story and the narrative that she abused you. So she was now bringing this. She's huge. She was almost like beating even this man. And the men were like, we are going to mess you up right now here. You get, and the police woman came, she was asking what was going on, and we just explained and we just left. We left the car. I don't know. The car was now empty. And I'm telling you, at that moment when I was walking towards now the next stage, because we had to walk to another distance to get another car. And this is within like almost 20 minutes. So it's almost 8:20 in the morning and I have not gotten to work. I don't even know if I will get another car. The only money that I had left on my M-Pesa was 50 bob because I did not ask her to refund my money. I was like, yo, I don't even want that money. Let God go and deal with you. You get? So the moment that I was walking that distance, these other men were speaking up and they're sharing their experiences also. They were like, we need to always speak up. And I have cried for like a good 10 minutes here, just being like, God, when you say that there is an army rising up, I felt like God sent those men to rise up for me, and that was an army that backed me up. It's like my distress sent an SOS to God, like a message of, God, I need your help in this. I didn't even speak it up to God because at that point I was so confused. And God sent these men, wherever all of those men are. God bless you because you stood up for a sister and you stood up to that bully. That was a bully. I've never experienced a bully, but that one was a bully. She bullied me and she was arrogant, she was rude. And I was like, why would you speak such heavy words to me? Like, I don't want you, in terms of like, I am not into women. And then the next, ama umeachwa na bwana yako, or you have been left by your husband. You get this vulgar language of the streets, and that was like, oh God, a woman should not speak to another woman like that. You get, and the moment, I'm not even saying that the men out here even hurting women are valid or is valid or whatever they're doing is acceptable, but I'm also saying us as women, we should also respect men of the society, because that woman violated that guy's rights. She pushed that guy to the point of, if that guy had the strength now, or he had the energy, he could have pulled that woman off the bus, and now the narrative could have changed that this guy has attacked a lady and not the other way around. She was the one who did not respect him as a man. So women, we need also to respect every person, especially us. Why are you abusing your fellow woman? And tomorrow you will also need me to stand up for you, you know? So that is something that I want to put out there. And I feel strongly that you should never keep quiet when you feel like your rights are violated. I know most of us will feel like, oh, I'll just sit and watch. For how long will you sit and watch people pushing you so hard? So I was now telling you, after I came after I came to the place I work, and I cried, and God just put this song in me from Lauren Daigle that says that I will rescue you, that I will send out an army to reach you in the middle of the darkness. I will rescue you. You're not defenseless, you're not hidden, and I will be your armor. And God has been my armor. He has taken care of me. And God, I just want to thank you for that, what you did this morning for me. I felt so nice. I felt defended. I felt like, wow, God, you have made me have favor before people that we don't even know each other. People I've never met, and I don't know if I will ever meet them ever again. And I'm just speaking God's blessings upon their lives. And also I would want to say that when you spend time in prayer, when you spend time with God and his presence, I'm telling you, you will always walk with his presence. You will always feel God coming through for you, even when you're like, I have gone to my dead end, because this was God showing up for me in a way I didn't know. I thought it would go so wrong. This woman would maybe beat me up because I'm just a small girl, and she's arrogant and rude. I just want to thank God, and I'm also, God has put me in this in my heart that I should also pray for her and that driver, that God would change their hearts and their minds and whatever they might be battling, because this was also somebody who the way she was speaking, the bitterness that she spoke with to me, it was a projection of whatever she was going through. You get, maybe she the question of like, I don't want you, are you having problems with your husband, and I was like, maybe she's the one who is going through these things and she's projecting her insecurities, her bitterness to me. And I'm just praying to God that He will even restore her, because I don't want to be I don't want to be that kind of a bitter woman, because that was bitter and that was not attractive from coming from a woman. If it was a man, then a man cannot speak like that. And even if they do, a woman, you don't need to speak that kind of language. It makes you not attractive, it makes you not cute. So any person out there, if you're watching this video, it's just an awareness video. Do not keep quiet, speak up your mind, and God will back you up, and He will always send people out there for you. There will always be an army rising up to save you from situations. Speak up, speak up, speak up your mind. As long as the truth, truth is older than language. You get? It's older. And before you even know how to speak, truth exists. So whenever you speak your truth, you're free, and it sets somebody free. And you don't have to use a lot of thinking when you're speaking the truth. The truth just comes out. Speak up your truth. Stand up for yourself, because we are not called to be fearful people. The spirit of fear is not for Christians, it's the devil who gives it to us. So whenever you are faced with challenges, speak up and stand up for yourself. I hope you will maybe share your encounters with road rage or all these kind of things out here, and we can interact in the comment section. Thank you guys and for watching this video. I feel now at least calm and I'm collected, and I have blessed this day. Nothing will interfere with my day. I will work well and I will serve my customers well, because God has put a new fresh breath in me and I feel amazing. God bless you. See you in the next video. Bye bye. Oh, don't forget to subscribe. Bye guys.